Hello and welcome back to my channel Learn and Grow with Ananya Mishra. So, as we all know that Indian rupee continues to fall against the US dollar. Now, this brings out the most important topic, exchange rate. So in this video, we are going to learn about exchange rate, what decides the exchange rate, and what are the factors that determine the demand for rupee vis-a-vis dollar. So all will be shared in this video. Stay tuned till the end of this video and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Now, before knowing that what determines the exchange rate, we should understand the context that why are we discussing about exchange rate. So, we know that Indian rupees exchange rate against the US dollar has breached the 85 mark last week. In other words, we have to pay rupees 85 to buy $1. In April, this exchange rate was around 83, and a decade ago, that means 10 years ago, it was around 61. So as such, the rupee has been weakening in value relative to the dollar. So this is a long-term trend. Now let's know that what is exchange rate. Now, within India, we buy goods like pizza or a car or any services like we do a haircut or we stay in a hotel using our money, the Indian rupee. But for things from outside the country, say like American made car or Swiss vacation, or say for indeed crude oil, we would have to purchase the currency of another country, say the US dollar or Swiss currency, that is euro, using our domestic currency before we buy the final item. So the exchange rate is the rate at which one can swap the currency. In other words, how many rupees would buy you a dollar or a euro. So in such a market, also referred to as the currency market, each currency is like a commodity itself. The value of each currency relative to another currency is called the exchange rate. Now, like any other trade in life, the relative value of one currency against another depends on which is demanded more. Simple. Now, if Indians demand more US dollars than Americans demand the Indian rupee, the exchange rate will tilt in favor of the US dollar. Now, if this situation keeps repeating every day, so such a trend will become stronger and the rupee will keep losing value relative to the US dollar. This movement will show up in the form of the rupee's exchange rate weakening against the dollar. Now let us know that what are the factors that determined the demand for rupee vis-a-vis the dollar. So three main factors are at play here. One is trade in goods, second is trade in services, third is investments. Now one big component of demand comes from trade of goods. For the sake of simplicity, imagine a world where there are only two countries, India and the US. Now, if India imports more goods from the US than what it exports to the US, then the demand for US dollars will outstrip the demand for Indian rupee. This in turn will make the US dollar gain strength against the rupee, and its exchange rate versus the rupee will appreciate. Now the second component, trade in services. If Indians buy more US services, say tourism, than Americans buy Indian services, then again demand for dollars will outstrip the demand for rupee and rupee will weaken. The third and last component is investments. If Americans invest in India more than Indians invest in the US, then the demand for rupee will outstrip the dollar and the rupee will appreciate against the dollar. So I hope the concept of exchange rate is clear in your head. If yes, then do like the video and comment and tell me that you have liked it and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more such content.